What I say to aspiring musicians is get as much training as you possibly can. You have to be thinking about this 24 hours a day. You have to sleep, drink, breathe music. The competition is so great. There are so many thousands of composers out there that you have to be aware of everything that's happening, from the hip-hop scene to the classical scene, to the jazz scene, to the country scene. And you may not like everything that you hear, but you have to be aware of it. And then you have got to pound on every door that you can. Expect to have 200 doors slammed in your face. And the 201st door you will be able to get your baby toe into. Maybe. The first door is probably the worst door. And the first door, they tell you no. But you have to have that kind of perseverance that no matter what, you are determined to make it. And that you are going to study as hard as you can with as many different people as you can, so that you have as many different influences in your life. But perseverance and patience are the two keys to success. Perseverance and patience. And sometimes you question your own abilities, you question your own perseverance, you question your own patience, but you've got to keep doing it no matter what. And kind of re-evaluating everything that you do on a daily basis and trying to find the key or keys that will unlock the door to get you where you need to be. And this is for anyone in any phase of whatever industry that you're going into. Whether you're going to be a plumber, you want to be the greatest plumber that you can possibly be. If you want to be a cook, you want to be the greatest cook that you want to be. Or the greatest musician, or the greatest actor. It's a matter of really being like a laser beam and not allowing anybody to tell you you can't do something. One of the things that my piano teacher used to tell me, I had a very good experience. I wanted to study with Barbra Streisand's musical arranger. His name was Peter Matz, great arranger. He'd written all the things that made Barbra Streisand into what she was. Like the first thing, big hit was Happy Days Are Here Again. And I just always loved his writing. So I called him on the phone one day and I said, Mr. Matz, I would like to study with you. And he said, I'm sorry, I don't take students. I said, well, I'd still like to study. He said, I don't take students. You don't understand. Next week I called him again. I said, I'd like to study with you. I did this for about 6 months, and he got so tired of me pursuing him that he finally took me on as a student. To this day, I'm the only person that ever studied with him. And I will never forget what he had on his wall. He had a sign on his wall, and it said, simple is good, P. Matz. And it has stuck with me because, as I said, if you can write something simply and beautifully, it will have a greater effect on the human populace than something that is very complicated. And I really treasure the fact that I got to study with this man. Most people wouldn't even recognize the name, but people that are in the industry know that this is a great arranger. And I was very fortunate. But the thing that my teacher had said to me, my piano teacher had said to me when I told her that I was going to study with him, she says, you know, the interesting thing about you, Norman, is if they throw you out the front door, you'll walk in the back. And that's what I would say to everyone who gets a door slammed in their face. Walk in the back. And it's very amazing. I would say this to young people, you don't realize what you can do. You just do not realize what you can do until you have to do it. And then you find that you can do amazing things if you've already studied and you've got the background and the knowledge the basic knowledge to create something. I have a student right now who was a trumpeter, and I said, you must study the piano at some point. He said, no, I want to be a composer, an arranger, and orchestrator, and write for film. I said, you've got to study piano. I said, piano is the most accessible instrument on the face of the earth. Now, why would you say that, Mr. Mamey? I said, because you get melody, you get harmony, you get rhythm, you get bass, and you get orchestration all in one. He said, I can never do that. I said, yes, you can. He says, no, I can't. I said, trust me, you can. He is now picking up a piece of music and playing it at sight, so at the piano. I'm very proud of him. And this has been a running theme with all my students. So there is nothing that a person can do. You just have to give at least 15 minutes a day. With me, it was not 8 to 9 hours a day, but 15 minutes a day, you can make things happen.